I want to make this very clear. When I buy stuff off eBay, I expect it to be held, to the same standard at which I send stuff out, and I don't want any shortcuts. And when these guys are rocking up at your doorstep, then that's no hold bars, anything goes. So. Now back by Popular, man, this is volume 2 of Faz versus eBay, and let me tell you, this has got everything from borderline cage fighting to people being sent to prison and damn near murdered, I might add. So we're going to jump into it. Now the first guy is, and I'm going to expose a little bit. I did have some discussions with some colleagues, and the guy on near around Christmas Day, I had a bunch of, clearing out all my bottom end stuff, so it's got to go. Trying to focus on a bit more sort of mid to top tier stuff, moving up the chain a little bit, and focusing on just graded stuff. So put a bunch of bottom end slabs up, had about 25 auctions going. I knew that none of them would break. Some of them are only going to go for like $5 and $10, and I was fine with that. Had a pretty solid Christmas for slabs, even though this time of year wasn't that great. Usually it's not that great. Still had a pretty good year, so I thought now's a good time to clean out, and did that. Anyway, a guy jumped on a bunch of auctions, and long story short, I think he had 12, 13 or 14 slabs. He ended up winning, and he hadn't paid, and I'm thinking to myself, oh god, this could get tricky. Logistics here, it's Christmas, blah blah blah. I had some time off as a home, not much is open, so I'm getting ready to cancel all of these. I'm thinking he's either not going to pay. Most of them were like $5. It wasn't even that. I think it was in total was about, some of them he was getting for like the 99 cents or $1 or whatever, just slabs that no one wanted, just junk shit that had been around for years and etc. And I think he would have been, I sent him a combined invoice for like, I think it was about $50 or $60 for like the whole lot, and he come back and was like, nah, like, no way, man. He basically said he wanted all of the slabs put into one envelope and sent off, and that was it. And I'm like, dude, no way. Like, one, even if they could fit, I don't want to post them that way. Like, that's just bad. And he's like, nah, you gotta find a way, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, bro, I'll tell you how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do it in like 4 or 5 envelopes, break it down, put like 3, 4 in each one, $10 a pop. And he's like, no. He was like, he didn't get back to me, and I'm like, whatever, I'm just getting ready to cancel the whole lot. I don't care either way, because I could play the long game and sell them all off at $30, $40 each, and actually make money, but that could take ages. So I wasn't really fussed. And then I think it was like Christmas night, he ended up just paying. And I'm like, cool, sweet as. So he accepted the deal. I told him how it was going to go and said, we can cancel it, it's not a problem, blah, 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 but this is how it's going to go. And he didn't come back, so I thought he was just going to, not pay and just be a cancel. And then he paid, so I did that. I put them on different tracking on all of them. I think it was like 4 or 5 or something, I can't remember. Sent them off, and then they arrive, he gets them, and he negative feedbacks me on all of them. Has to wait the week, whatever it is. So I'm like, hell no. And his thing was like, seller made me pay for shipping, blah blah blah, did this, did that. And I'm like, well, I told you I was doing that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't a surprise. I told him. So I gave him an out, and he basically just went to try to go beast mode on me, and I'm like, no, that's not happening. So I went straight to eBay support. First I applied to get the negative feedback removed, and they removed like half of it, and then the other half they didn't. I'm like, why would they do this? It's exactly the same sale. Went to eBay, had all the pictures of the messages, the back and forth, sent that to them, and they're like, yep, sweet, yeah, no, he's in the wrong, we'll get all the negative feedback. So they did, and then he messaged me afterwards, because I sent him a message like, hey man, can we get this retracted? Like, I told you what was up. And he's like, hi mate, just read our previous conversation before I made purchase, right? But I can't change my honest review. You said it's physically impossible to put 13 slabs in a padded bag, but I could put more than 20 in. That's bullshit. You cannot. My envelopes are not that big. And I don't have a box, blah, blah, blah. Because I told him I didn't have a box to put them all in, otherwise I would. He goes, that's a really bad joke, Happy New Year. That was his way of saying, fuck you, right? But, dude, he paid like $60 for like 13 slabs. Like, it was a bargain anyway. And then he negged me on every single one. So I copped like 13 negs. It was mental. And then I replied back saying, well, bro, I've just spoken to fucking thing, so I've got all the negs retracted. Have a nice day. Look forward to when you purchase from me again. I don't, because I blocked him after that. I'm just like, fuck, this guy's a joke. So I'm showing you this guy's name, and I advise you to block this joker, because I had a look at his feedback, and he does like to buy some slabs, and there were some people that were, he did neg a few people. So he's one of those guys that's going to neg you if he just doesn't like you, and he probably doesn't like a lot of people because he might have a small business or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. And I won the war. He won the battle. I won the war. So the retail therapy store. This guy sells a lot of vintage, and I love my vintage cards. So I bought off this guy a ton of times, Bradman's and Warnies and all sorts of stuff. I bought a Greg Chappell rookie card, and they're rare as hell now. As you can see, I've got the only one up on eBay, and mine's graded 8 from CGA, which they're running a pretty rough stand at the moment. So my card is worth a lot. So anyway, I bought the only other one that popped up, saw it, bought it, and he sends it with no top loader in a team bag, sticky tape to a bit of cardboard in a regular envelope. And I'm just like, hell no. So I didn't neg him, but I wrote in my positive feedback review, could use better shipping. He comes back at me, could use better packaging techniques and all this other stuff. He's like, thank you. So how can we improve the packaging other than a plastic sleeve, cardboard backing, and a free bonus card? And I'm like, what? Anyway, I just didn't even get back into it. Anyway, this same guy, and about 2 days later, buys one of my cards, one of my real cheap ones. And I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. He's just going to tear me to bits. Like, just because, even though I left him positive, he's just going to tear me to bits. So I just cancelled the order. I was like, nah. And then he got the shits and started sending me all this other crap. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. Not playing this game. And that was the end of it. Our friend, Material, came back again. Just a message saying 500 for the lot. Thank you, Matt. I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but that is it. He just sent me that 500 for the lot. All right, cool. Yeah, I think it was the dude that had all the lot for the Andrew Johns rookies. However, he just this time there was no context. He just said 500 for the lot. This is like a month later, so I still don't know what he was actually talking about. This next guy, just randomly, one of my Michael Jordan BGS 9.5s that I had for sale, it's gone now, that I sold for like $300, was one of the metal ones. He just sends me a message saying, $20 card, I'll give you 75. I'm just like, what? What planet are you living on where I just give you Michael Jordan BGS 9.5s for $75? You are fucking dreaming, you clown. So I didn't even reply to him. I was just like, no. And I blocked that guy because he's one of those dudes that's gonna fucking just lowball the shit out of you no matter what. I'm just like, bro, go back to Facebook. I ain't got time for fucking handing out, giving away my Michael Jordan BGS 9.5 medals. No. He's just in a fantasy world. So yeah, delete, block, see you later. Wrapping this up, I had a big Friday, and I had a really big week. Just 1 week, I went mad, buying up all these autos. Dropped about $700 or $800 on some really nice cards. One of them was a 2022 Leaf Pro Sports Auto, Larry Johnson. And yeah, Leaf is the unlicensed version, sort of like Regal is over here. They make some really nice cards. Got a really good deal. Won an auction on that. And thought, yeah, that'd be a good card to get graded and sell that off, make some profit. Anyway, it was Friday. I bought that card on the Friday, and I just got home, quickly went in, had a shower, and I was going out to get a haircut that same night, or Thursday, I think it was late night. So I get in the car and I get to where I got to go, the shopping centre. So I check my phone, notification from eBay, and it's a message from this guy, the seller. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. What's he going to say? And he's like, hey, Beckett Board, your card has just been delivered. It's in the mailbox. Thank you again for your order. And I'm thinking, oh, this dude's like a Chinese guy or, South American or someone that's got, sort of limited English. And yeah, he means like he's just posted it. He's posted it. So I sent back. I'm like, oh, hey, man, I think you mean it's just been posted. Just been posted because I haven't received it yet. And I didn't think anything, like I actually thought that way. And then his next message, hi, Beckett Boy, apologies. I just dropped it off. I live on the Gold Coast, so I figured I would drive it up. And I'm just like, alarm bells are going off. I was just at my house, so I probably drove past him as he was coming in. And I'm thinking, damn, like my missus was inside, kids. This dude now knows where I live, like a seller. I'm like, man, you crossed the line. Like, probably a good thing I wasn't there, because I may have just ended up in jail. Just saying, that's a big line to cry. And some of you probably like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. No, there fucking is something wrong with that shit. You don't go to people's houses uninvited and just fucking put shit in. Now, I paid fucking $11 for registered post too, and I let this guy know my thoughts. I was quite calm. And he even sent me a picture of him putting it into my letterbox, as you can see on the screen. But I was absolutely wild at that time, and I was getting my hair cut, so there wasn't a whole lot I could do except just try and suck that in, suck it up, and then I got home and checked, and yeah, he had put it into my mailbox. But that guy now knows where I live, and here's the thing, right? I've sold tons of stuff on eBay, a lot, and I've never done that shit ever. And I've posted out to guys in neighboring suburbs. I don't care, just go and drop off. That thought's never gone through my head. I respect the privacy of the buyers. That's why they're using the platform. So to me, that's you disrespecting not just me, but you're disrespecting the platform as well. So 2 disrespects in one go. And I tell you what, it's probably a good thing that I wasn't home, because he may have just got his ass whooped if he had rocked up and said, hey man, I'm just fucking here. Like, I'd be like, bro, you ain't doing this shit. So yeah, never do that shit, because you might think you're doing them a favor, but you're not. You get someone like me, or someone that's even angrier than me, that's going to kick your fucking head in if you rock up to their house uninvited, because I certainly would. And I'll just let you know. So if you see a thing that if you're an eBay seller watching this and then I buy something off you, post that shit to me. Okay, don't rock up to my house and go, hey man, I live next door. I don't give a fuck. You take that shit to the post office and post it like the rest of us. That's mad disrespect. And yeah, he's probably lucky that I was out there, because I was able to cool off and cool down a bit, because I did get quite heated in my mind when I read that. I was like, oh fucking, whoa, bro, I've had a big week and it's Christmas and shit, and I'm working my fucking backside off, and yeah, that was it. And then I let him know. I was like, bro, like, I really don't like you coming to my house and doing that. And he just said, he knew I was pissed, and I was like, plus I paid $10 postage, so you just like double ripped me. And he apologized and said, I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm just, I had to really take a few deep breaths to back myself up a bit and not end up on the news, because I was just like, man, like, I got no control over that. He lives around the corner and just thought he'd do it. So don't be doing that shit again. I think I did block that guy. I don't actually want to buy off him ever again. I'm just like, no, I don't want to. That was a very interesting one. I've never had that before. And yeah, all I can say is, guys, if it does happen to you, I guess probably it is a good thing if you're not there when it does happen, because you just don't know how you react. I don't know if I would have taken it that well. I'm not too sure, to be honest, how I'd react in that moment. Probably would, you know, like I said, it was probably a good thing that I wasn't there. So, yeah, but that is it for this round of Beckett Boy versus eBay. We'll see you guys in the next video.